Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to this Copperstone Corner update. Today's post is all about changes coming to short and long-term disability as a result of some changes with EI this year. Now, not sure how many people have heard, but in 2016, earlier this year, the federal budget was released and it included changes in EI that will impact disability coverages on your group program. So what they did essentially was the waiting period for employment insurance was reduced from a 2-week waiting period to a 1-week waiting period, which is effective for January 1st of 2017, which is, of course, coming right up. Now, the number of weeks that the benefits are being paid for EI is not changing. It's still at 15 weeks. However, that 1-week change in the waiting period obviously does impact all of the disability, short-term and long-term disability plans. So what's happening is most insurers are still assessing the impact that these changes will have on their disability coverages, and we anticipate that there's going to be some contract wordings to change. We do know there are going to be two things for sure. The first thing is that if you have a plan that is registered with employment insurance under the premium reduction program, you're going to have to obviously reduce the waiting period with a weekly indemnity or your short-term disability from the 2 weeks to 1 week in order to continue to receive that EI premium reduction. And the second thing is that if you have a long-term disability program that integrates with the ending of EI, then obviously we're going to have to adjust your long-term disability waiting period on that by 1 week in order so that those particular two benefits still coincide. Now, even though we're only less than 60 days away from the end of the year, insurers are still working through the regulatory framework to make sure that contract amendments line up with the legislation. And of course, my team here at Copperstone are going to continue to assess the impact that the changes will have for you and your plan and advise you, of course, as it becomes much more clear. Now, what we will note is that Service Canada has advised that employers currently that are receiving the premium reduction program, that they're going to be provided with a transition period to allow sufficient time to amend their contracts so that they don't lose that premium reduction in the meantime. So again, stay tuned here at Copperstone Corner. If you have any questions about today's post, please let us know. Again, we're going to be up to date with everybody that does have both short-term and long-term disability benefits that this change in the EI program will affect. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon.